Hey guys! Welcome back everybody to my channel. Class is now in session. I'm actually wearing my contacts, so I'm gonna take off the glasses. So if you haven't been able to tell, I am doing a Dazzled or Disappointed for you on the new blush book by Tarte. This is their annual blush book, and I was so excited for this year's. I'll tell you why here in just a bit. So if you're looking for swatches, how this performed, how I liked it, all that good stuff, then just keep on watching. All right, class. Now, this blush book does come in a, of course, notebook themed style. It looks very school. It takes me back, and I love this. I'm here for this. I'm so glad they changed it up. So this is what the box looks like. It does look like the actual product itself. On the back, you just have the ingredients. Real quick before I show you the product, let me read to you off of the Tarte website, let you know what it says it is and does and all that. It is $44. For reference, it is still in stock on the Tarte Cosmetics website. Their annual blush books don't ever come to Sephora or Ulta, so I would doubt that they're going to do that this year. So if you want this product, you do have to purchase it directly from Tarte's website. Let's see, like I said, it is $44, and let's get into the nitty-gritty as far as details. So it says that it is a, let's see, get an A+ flush with this blush book fully stocked with the only supplies you need. 8 best-in-class blushes, 1 bronzer, and 1 highlight. Why we love it, it says do the math. This includes 10 cheek products for under $50. So I may be wrong. I know, let's see, last year's and the year before, I actually had picked up one of them. I can't remember which, and I ended up decluttering it. So I don't have that one for reference for you, but I am pretty certain the prior years were $60 or over. And the reason for that, I am pretty certain, one, packaging was a lot bigger, but I actually like this. In addition to that, the pans of product were also, I believe, larger. This has smaller pans of product. On that note, let's go into that. So you do get 10 pans of product as it mentioned, net weight 2.4 grams, 0.084 ounces, and I will tell you it is made in China, but that is the same as last year and the year before. The very first blush book, if I remember right, was the only one not made in China. Ever since, they have been made in China, but we will go into more detail on quality and stuff like that later. It does come in a very, like the material, it is so super cute. Let me give you kind of a close-up. This is a little plaque type thing, kind of the way, you know, I mean, a lot of Tarte products have that. It's a very grainy feel, and it's got like a red glitter built into the book itself. It's not that kind of glitter that will flake off or anything. It's literally like within the, not plastic, but overlay or whatever that's called. So that glitter gives it a very grainy type of feel, very grainy texture. I'm okay with that. It's super cute. It's purple and white, has the red, or maybe it's pink, but it's coming off as red to me, might be pink, glitter, and then that's what we've got going on there. The sides, look, it looks like a wide rolled notebook, maybe not wide rolled, but rolled paper. You open it up, it legit is like a book. This is so awesome to me. I love that they've changed it up. So you've got 2 sides of product. You also have this divider in the middle. There is a little perforated edge. You can rip that out if you so decide, but this helps keep the powder from going to either side and kind of mixing and all that. So let me first give you swatches. I'll take you into what I'm wearing today, and we'll go into thoughts after that. For the first 4 shades, and this is for reference the left-hand side of the book, it says it is Spirit Fingers, Raw, Homecoming, and Slumber Party. And the 5th and last one on that side is called Pop Quiz. And that's what those look like right there. So this in the middle is the bronzer, and you probably can already tell it does have a bit of a sheen. For the right-hand side of the book, we have got Study Sesh, Team Spirit, Extra Credit, and LYLAS. And for the last one on that side, we have Secret Crush. And that is the right-hand side of the book right there, with the middle being the highlight. For reference, you guys, I will zoom you in here in a second, but I am wearing the shade Spirit Fingers on my cheeks today as my blush. I am also wearing the highlight, which is extra credit over here. I am ironically not wearing the bronzer today. You know I try to use any and all products related to all pans of product related to the product I'm reviewing for you. I ended up wearing my Huda foundation today, which those of you who know me know that usually I don't do bronzer when I'm wearing that foundation. It just makes my skin look a little too deep for the rest of my body. So 2 products on my face today. So let's zoom you in so that you can kind of get a little bit of an up close and personal look. So this is the blush. Again, it's Spirit Fingers. This is the highlight in the shade Extra Credit. And I am also wearing it on my nose right here and right here, also on my Cupid's bow. I did apply the Cupid's bow right before filming. So that's what we've got going on the face today. Let me zoom you back out and we can go into my thoughts. So the first thought for you is that I have been wearing this blush and highlight since 6 o'clock this morning. Legit 6 o'clock this morning, and it is now 5:35 in the afternoon. I have had a very full day. I've been doing a lot of stuff. I worked today. I've been, running errands. I have been in the hot sun because it seems like it should be transitioning to fall, but in South Texas, you don't get that. So we're still in 100-degree weather anyways, but just so that you know, the only thing I've touched up is the Cupid's bow, and that was right before I started filming. Everything else as far as the blush and highlight has been on since 6 o'clock this morning. So that is really, really good. Also, I will let you know that the times I have used the bronzer, same thing. It holds up all day long. So that is the deal on that. I find that there really isn't a lot of kick up or kickback, but I also don't find that to be the case with Tarte blushes. I find that they go on very easily, very quickly. They're very buildable, and I just take a brush, I lightly dip, and then I go in, because if not, it ends up looking way too extreme. For reference, I am a light medium skin tone, and every one of these products shows up very nicely on my skin. Now, once we start moving into deeper skin tone, ladies, you ladies know I love to be able to let you know if I think this will work for you. And I think some of them will. I definitely don't think all of them will. And I know that was a gripe when Tarte first posted the, I guess, promo about this. Let's kind of like sneak peek. I know a lot of ladies were saying this isn't going to work for my skin tone. And that's always a bummer. I hate that, y'all can't really look forward to a product because it might not suit your skin tone. I do think, yes, there are a few like Spirit Fingers, Raw, even Slumber Party, that's not really going to work for you. You've got the bolder corals and pinks that I do believe would work just fine. So Pop Quiz, and then moving on to this side, Team Spirit, I think would work very nicely. Secret Crush down here, I think the highlight would work good. I think the bronzer would actually work very well. I had to go in with a pretty light hand. So I do believe that for my medium to deeper skin tone ladies, that you could make that work, even if you went in with a heavier hand on the bronzer. Absolutely, there's shades in here that will not work for you. So it is one of those things where, you just have to determine if the number of shades that are in here that will work for you, is that worth the price tag. Going back to the whole pan size, again, I did not keep last year's or the years before for reference on pan size, but I do know that this year's is smaller. I knew that from even before it was released. People were already saying the pan sizes were smaller. Quite frankly, do you ever go through a whole product, honestly, and 10 at that? Probably not. So smaller for me is actually not a bad thing when the price is significantly less. I would much rather pay $44 for, this array of products with a smaller pan size than 60-some for a larger pan size, but I'm never in my lifetime going to finish it. You know what I'm saying? So that's the deal on that. The highlight, I am here for a dewy, wet, bold highlight. I feel like this one's nice. I do think it's pretty. It can be flattering. I think it's Tarte. When it comes to highlighters, I feel like Tarte makes the powdery formula. So they tend to make the formula that kind of sits on top of your skin and not really blends in or melts into your skin, and I found this to be no different. So it does look very bright and bold right now on camera, but in person it just looks a little bit powdery sitting on top of the skin. Other than that, no gripes or complaints on that. The sheen in the bronzer looks stunning on at least my skin tone, my skin type. Very healthy, very glowy, but I'm a person who tends to like sheen in her highlights. So if you love a matte highlight, then you're going to need to know that that one is not a matte, or bronzer, sorry. You need to know that that is not a matte bronzer. The blushes, like I said, very pigmented. You can go in with a light hand. Absolutely no issues. Built up very quickly. Look very, very good. I just think the Tarte palettes in general for holiday are the best ways to go when it comes to getting a variety of blushes, because you have a lot to work with here. I mean, you know. That being said, there are only two cons, one of which I already mentioned to you, and it's that the highlighter looks a little bit powdery on the skin. The other is that grainy texture is also on the inside of the palette. So the very first time I used it, I went in with a super fluffy bronzing brush into the bronzer, and I was going to town, and I would dip and I'd do some more, and the next thing I know, there's brown all over the outer portion of my pan of product, and I'm like, what is going on? Why is it already dirty? And I literally just started using it, and it's because of this grainy texture. If you get product, if your brush is very oversized and you keep on re-dipping, it's going to get that product on the outside, and because of that grainy texture, it is very hard to get off. So if you are OCD about like keeping your stuff super clean, fingerprints and product all over your product and that kind of thing, then either one, this isn't for you, or you need to be just extra careful. So what I have done, very first time, I grabbed a baby wipe and I carefully just like with a little bit of oomph, I went in and I cleaned it. And it's not perfectly clean. I don't know if you're going to be able to see. Rubbing it in caused it to even deepen in a little area. So I don't know if you're going to be able to see right here. It like really got on the little, like, it almost looks like little granules. And so there's a little spot where it's extra brown. So I was able to get it off of most of it, but on that spot where I really went to town, it's like it rubbed it in even more, and now there's little dots with the brown bronzer product. So since then, what I've done is I've just been super careful. I've taken a smaller brush when using this product. For blush, I'm sure to just go in the middle and tap and go in and not really swirl, not go to town, that kind of thing. My bronzer brush, I go in with a smaller brush because I do want to keep this clean. I think that is such a cute product. The theme is so cute. I don't have anything like this as far as packaging goes. I want to keep it clean. I don't want product all over what's supposed to be the paper. And so that's the only other downside to this. So the whole keeping the product clean, there's kind of a little bit of a way to do that. So that being said, oh my gosh, you guys, this is absolutely a Dazzled for me. I think this is so much fun. The packaging really kicked it off for me. I couldn't wait to get it in the mail because I'm like, I want to see what this really looks like in real person, in real life, in real person. So then it looks like a book, a little notebook, legit. I love it. I love the color selection on the inside. I have been using it nonstop, and like I mentioned, I think Tarte blush palettes are the way to go. If you can grab them when they release for holiday, the Ulta one, the Sephora one, and then the one that is exclusive to the Tarte website, which is the Blush Book, it is the way to go, and quite frankly, it is what I reach for a lot of the time throughout the year, just because, kind of like with my eyeshadow singles, I tend to not reach for them as much because I kind of want a one-stop shop. I want it all in one place. Same thing lately with blushes for a while now. It's like I don't even reach for the singles anymore because I keep the blush palettes over in my desk in the little cabinet. Reach for a palette. I have 4 or 5, in this case 10 options, 8 for blush, and then the other 2, just reach for it. I've got it all in one place. I don't really need anything else. This is a total win for me. Dazzled, Tarte, you are amazing because you came out with another awesome product. Packaging, stellar. Whoever came up with this, you're brilliant. I cannot say how much I love this, and for $44, again, you can't go wrong. I do not in any way, shape, or form think that it being made in China sacrificed on the quality. I have heard, again, from time to time, people saying it's not the same Amazonian clay formula, and that's probably right. But you know what? I love this for what it is. It is a great deal, and if you're needing blushes in your collection, I say pick this bad boy up. Okay, my friends, before I let you go, I need to give you the verse of the day. Today's comes from Deuteronomy 4:29, and it says, "If you seek the Lord your God, you will find him if you look for him with all your heart and with all your soul." All right, you guys, thank you so much for watching, for stopping by. I hope you found this helpful. If you're new to my channel, welcome. Thank you for watching. I hope you consider subscribing. I'd love to have you as part of this YouTube family. And we are kicking off holiday season, so the reviews are going to be coming at you a little bit more frequently. If you're looking to follow me on Instagram, you can find me at Michelle's Glamour. It's the only social media platform that I kind of stay on top of just because the busyness of life, YouTube and Instagram is enough. I don't need any more than that. Guys, I appreciate each and every one of you, and I will see you in the next video. Have a wonderful day. Bye, guys.